from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Texas Longhorns enter this season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bobcats offense will come out first. And let's put the spotlight on Bo Sparks. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Jackson going to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Longhorns offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Cam Coleman, portal transfer from Auburn. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. They'll run this play from the pistol. Manning with a play fake. Move to his right. Going for a big play right off the bat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that can be frustrating for a defense sometimes, man. You get the stop. You force the punt, and then your offense gives it right back. It's frustrating, but you've got to be able to handle those ebbs and flows, the roller coaster ride. When your offense puts you in a bad spot like they did here, you have to be able to answer.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Now on 2nd down. The give on the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Jackson will throw. Extending the play. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Intercepted. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes gets on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. This offense has it with really good field position. Play action, here's Manning. Left side is Wingo. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Throwing Manning. Touchdown, Longhorn. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bobcat sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Just feeds the running back. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Gets the back moving. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Turning it on! Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Out wide left, it's Wingo. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season. And a lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Yeah, and a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Jackson gonna throw it. Caught, it's Evans. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Drops back on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Sells to run, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Texas State sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Reese?
Holly, thank you. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Longhorn! Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it. will kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Reading the option, it's Jackson. And he probably should have left that one with the back, as he is just smashed in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Left side is Evans. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Drives inside. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bobcats have their offense in high gear. Jackson gonna throw it. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Rush right in his face. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And that's the problem when you're living in 2nd and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
The transfer has it his first carry. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. And talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside, it Smothers. Plows through the defense. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Manning. Moving out to the right. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Caught close to the marker. It's Wingo. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. First down, right back to Brown. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's Arch to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Longhorn. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Cuts it upfield. It's Burgess. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He hurls one deep down the left side. Incomplete. incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter. touchdown. That is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in with Coach Kinney at the half. They have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions to make. I will keep you posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Second down to the air. Caught. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Texas sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys?
Snags it, and there's running room. At the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play fake. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties?
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw on first. Fires quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quick give. It's Burgess. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught behind the line. It's Sparks. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Sells the fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Making his first move. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, down on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Keep it on the ground. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Out wide right, it's Rocket. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Cooper. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
2nd and long here. To the air. It's Bell. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Out wide left, it's Lockett. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Longhorns will go for it on 4th down. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Straight ahead, it's Burgess. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Drops back. It's Bell. Keeping his eyes downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Changing the routes with his receivers. Gonna look downfield again. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
30, move.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Couldn't make the play in the end zone, but the offense is going to come out of this with a penalty on the D. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Graves. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the 4th quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to...
Makes a grab and room to run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th.
Unloads it downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Got his man. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bishop. At the 45, on his way. He's loose down the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Burgess. He's got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coach,